Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Venus in conjunct the Black Moon Lilith in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects of the natal chart. They were a little bit concise. Some people may refer to them as snappy, so what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is if you have Venus in conjunct the Black Moon Lilith in a natal chart, you may at times either intensely love and enjoy, which is Venus, what you have, the strong passion and desire and even fixation for, which is the Black Moon Lilith, or at other times you just may simply be apathetic regarding this. When you have inconjuncts in astrology, it could be very strong vacillation and distortion of energy. Now, the thing is, if you have, let's say, for example, if you have the Black Moon Lilith in Libra, the things you have the strong passion and desire for may be tied in with art or music or intellectual sociability, bouncing ideas off others. It may be doing something associated with a Libra field or profession, whether it could be acting, art, could be musical endeavors. It may be something with the law or legal field, such as doing something as an attorney, a paralegal, a bailiff, a judge, something with arbitration, negotiation, human resources, as some examples. And the thing is, when you have inconjuncts in astrology, naturally, they're about adjustments because, again, it's too much or too little of something. And another thing, too, speaking of adjustments, with this aspect in your natal chart, an adjustment may be needed between activities, associated with your relationships, which is Venus, and other people that just simply play a provocative role in your life, which is the Black Moon Lilith. Now, one or the other may be overemphasized. At times, you may be dominated by activities that are connected with your relationships, which would include marriage partners, significant other, romantic partners, even your important friends. And the thing is, you may be dominated by those people at times to the expense at the other people that play the provocative role in your life, or the people that generally play that provocative or prominent role in your life, may dominate to the point where you put, the relationships to the back burner. So the key is to find a balance and equilibrium between the two. Now, let's say if the Black Moon Lilith is in Aries, as an example, those people that play a provocative role in your life, one or more, may be an Aries Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are aggressive, assertive, forceful, combative, confrontational, abrupt, impulsive, impetuous, and maybe easily provoked, but not necessarily holding a grudge for a prolonged or protracted period. Now, another thing too is that another way that this aspect may manifest in the natal chart is that you may either be overly fixated, which is the Black Moon Lilith, on matters pertaining to your relationships, money, and self-worth, which is Venus, or you may simply be flat out oblivious to them and just don't pay any mind to these matters. Now, the thing is, if you have, let's say, your Venus is in Scorpio, as an example, the self-worth may be tied in with transformation or resiliency, bouncing back from adversity, the ability to express resourcefulness, and money. If your Venus is in Scorpio, money may be made, with a lot of passion and emotional intensity. It may be doing something Scorpio related, whether it may be locksmithing, psychology, the occult, which includes astrology. It may be something associated with transformation, such as rebuilding car engines. It could be something with embalming, working as a coroner, or forensics investigation or deep research as some examples. Now, another thing too is that another way that Venus in conjunct the black moon Lilith in a natal chart may be expressed is that people that are in Venus professions, whether it could be something with the law or the art or something with arbitration, as some examples, may either be extremely beneficial to you in terms of dealing with formidable adversaries, which is the black moon Lilith, or at times there may simply be no help to you whatsoever. So let's say, if you're, Venus being connected with the law, which can include attorneys, it could be, in some cases, you may have attorneys that are exceptionally beneficial to you in some legal situation, and then other times they just may be oblivious, or they just don't, they're not providing you, the assistance that you actually need. Now, let's say, if Venus is in Aries, as an example, there may be legal issues associated. It could be, with some kind of, confrontation or an accident, which can include a vehicle, accident, or something, or fire that maybe you were involved in. You're filing a lawsuit, for it. And the thing is, if Venus is in Taurus, is another example. There may be legal issues, or maybe you were a victim of some monetary crime, whether it be extortion or embezzlement, or just some basic robbery, as some examples. Now, another thing too, another way Venus in conjunct the black moon Lilith may manifest in a natal chart is that at times, you may either intensely value, which is Venus, those that figure prominently in your life, which is the black moon Lilith. And other times, you don't really put, maybe whether it's appreciation or the value on them, at all. And the thing is, let's say if the black moon Lilith is in Gemini, as an example, those people that figure prominently in your life, one or more, may actually be a Gemini, sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply embody the traits of the sign. It could be, those that are very mercurial, loquacious, adaptable, versatile, multifaceted, people that are dexterous, contradictory though, but it could also be those that have a tendency to gossip at times. So there may be, and again, the key is to find the balance and equilibrium with this energy. Now, the thing too is, another way that this aspect may be expressed in the natal chart is that there may be, times, if you have any issues, associated with the neck, the throat, the thyroid, the kidneys, or lower back, which is connected with Venus, there may either be very strong pain or anguish connected with this, or there may hardly be any. It could just kind of go back and forth because, again, when you have inconjuncts in astrology, it's a lot of vacillation, distortion of energy. And another thing, let's say, if the Venus is in Taurus, as an example, it could be very, times where these issues can be very stubborn or persistent. Venus in Aquarius may be more erratic, sporadic, intermittent, maybe something that may be more nerve-related, as some examples. And another way that this aspect may be expressed, how it could pan out in a natal chart, is that the significant other or marriage partner, which is Venus, may at times play a very integral role in helping you deal with the dark side of the black moon placement, and other times may not have no involvement in, maybe of no help to you whatsoever, may be apathetic regarding this. Now, let's say if the black moon Lilith is in Aquarius, as an example, there may be a very strong, could be idiosyncratic or unpredictable behavior or tendency, to be non-conforming just for the sake of being, unique or, or different. As some examples of another example could be if the black moon Lilith, is the zodiac sign Cancer. There may be some issues of home and family life that you don't want, to come out, that you want to keep kind of under the rug, so to speak, or there may be some overly clingy or moody or temperamental qualities that you don't really want to be exposed, as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, and we learn that saying, stay